Play hard, play together, play with heart. Let's go win a ball game. Here we go.
Season starts right here. Baby, let's go.
Hey, loud.
Okay.
Falcons on 3. 1, 2, 3. Falcons!
By a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you.
I'd say probably Brazilian.
Okay, and why?
Just because, like, you know, he understands the game. He's got that potential. You know, he knows what to do. He's just not quite there yet, but I know that he can get there.
So for Nico, I think I have to do 2 words. I say untapped potential. You can see the talent's there, his mind's there. He's got game knowledge. He's a club player. Just think he's still developing into his body. See, he's not as big or as fast or as strong as other guys, but when he's out there, I mean, we saw moments where he's out there with the underclassmen, passing around, just his finesse, just his ability to see the field, his vision. Just, he's a great player, just growing into his body right now. He'll be a threat next year.
He's a chance maker. You know, there's a lot of big bodies out there, but he knew what to do with the ball when he got it, and so that was great for us. So.
Potential. I think he's got that ability. You know, he's going to grow into his body. He's only a freshman, but he understands what he's doing. He knows how to do it, and he's only going to get bigger and better.
Probably his shot. You know, he's got the finesse on it, but he doesn't have the power. But I know that, you know, with time and with hard work and the off season, he can get there.
So, one word to describe Jackson, I would say warrior, probably. Just his situation. I remember him coming into indoor this year. I knew him from the past. I actually TA'd him, and I knew he played soccer, but seeing his level he was at in indoor, I was really excited. So when tryouts came, and like I heard about his like medical condition he had, I was like really disappointed because I knew he was going to contribute. And when he came back, I remember it was like me and Merrick early before practice. We were shooting around, and Jackson just comes around the corner. I'm like, dude, what's going on? You playing? He's like, yeah, I'm coming out. This is my first day of practice. And that first shot he took, kid you not, top right corner. Better than I've been shooting for 10 minutes before that. And he just bangs the top right corner. I was like, okay, he's back. But he's going to come back stronger next year. He's going to be a key part. It's going to be exciting to see, so.
I like what Caden said. Caden said warrior, but I'll go with dedicated. So even though he was unable to really kind of come out and start the season off with us, he still wanted to be a part of the team. Thankfully, he was cleared to play and was able to come out and contribute right off the bat. You know,
Yeah, I think Jackson's going to be a big part of next year. You know, with his speed and with his shot. You know, I think, and you know, his fine. You know, later on he'll finally tune his skills into being a playmaker and a chance maker, and so that'll be great.
He's quick. He's gonna grow into that body. He's gonna be fast next year. There's gonna be some speed to deal with.
You can see he's gonna be something special if he sticks with it, because he's got the body type. He's got the skill and the speed already as a freshman, and I can't wait to see what happens when he gets bigger and stronger.
So it's just a thrill, I guess.
Yeah.
Just competition's in my blood. I just like it, just going out there and it's us against them.
One life, live it up, cause we got one life. One life, live it up, cause we got one life. One life, live it up, cause you don't get it twice. One life, live it up, cause you don't get it twice.
Strength in numbers is a force we can mix. We raise our flags and put our pride on our back. We feeling like a champion when we shine our light. We got the power, make the nation correct. One life, live it up, cause you got one life. One life, live it up, cause you got one life. One life, live it up, cause you don't get it twice. One life, live it up, cause you don't get it twice.
One life, one dream, one moment, one team, one you, lights high, 1,000 roadblocks, one shot, one truth, no fears, one flag. Oh yeah, we've been waiting for this. Oh yeah, we all at? We right here.
Ya empezó la rumba y estamos celebrando. Todo el mundo que me levante la mano. Estamos vivos, hay que disfrutarlo. Y nadie me detiene porque yo no sé parar. No, no. One life, live it up, cause we got one life. One life, live it up, cause we got one life. One life, live it up, cause you don't get it twice. One life, live it up, cause you don't get it twice.
For the love, I'ma rep where I'm coming from. Every nation under the sun, elevating their favorite sign when he hit and run. You wanted it, you got it, the whole world is watching. So let's get this poppin'. We all out, we right
Only
here.
one life to live, got so much to give. Fighting for the nation now, that is my gift. Run like a champion and win like a king. That's my only goal, my everything. Live it up now, now. Live it up now, now.
Unity, ambition, victory, celebration. One love, one nation. That's freedom when you reach that goal. That's freedom when you reach that goal. That's freedom when you reach that goal. That's freedom when you reach that goal.
A couple words to describe Isaac. He's definitely a character. He's a lovable guy. Whenever I'm hurt, I just like being around him because he just brings my mood up.
For Isaac, I'd probably call him a brick wall. Nothing. Every time he's on the field, he knows where the ball is and he sees it, and then nothing gets past him. And he, anywhere he is, he knows where to go, and he gives 110% effort every single time.
I call him the silent assassin sometimes because you never see him coming, and then he goes and he steps on my feet or clips me or takes the ball away. It gets annoying. It's been 2 years where he's stopped some beautiful shots in practice, some beautiful shots I've had. And Isaac's just there. A lot of kids duck. Isaac takes it straight to the stomach or the head or the knee, and then just yells at me afterwards. But it's annoying because there would be some beautiful shots if you didn't stop him.
Really only one word, and that's fearless. These guys have already talked about it, but he's willing to put his body on the line. He jumps in front of shots all the time, and you could see the guys taking, when we would do like 3-on-3s or 2-on-2s or whatever, Caden would line up and go to rip a shot, and Isaac would just jump right in front of it, hit him really hard. Caden would yell at him, and Isaac would yell right back and go right to defend. And it was always hysterical just to see how he would frustrate players just doing that, because you don't see a lot of defenders that want to jump into a wall or get into a shot lane for somebody who can rip a ball really hard. And he does it no problem, go do a cartwheel afterwards or something like that. No, that's just who he
He
is.
just blocks everything. A shot comes at him, he puts his arm back and he puts his body in front. So everything, just nothing gets past him.
He's a fearless kid. He's a goofy kid. He's hilarious. Always doing it with a smile on his face. One word to describe Javi is tenacious. He's always kind of competing, always working hard, always in the face of the other players, in the face of our players that need to be spoken to, and takes command out there when he needs to.
Okay, so for Javier, a word to describe him is just his confidence. Seeing him transition from a couple different positions last year to defender as a freshman, and then seeing him be recognized as an all-region player, and then stepping up to the field this year, his confidence.
I'd probably call Javi loud and sometimes obnoxious, but towards the other team because non-stop communication. Amazing.
But he's just an absolutely tenacious defender in the air with both feet. You can't push him off the ball. He's, for a small, skinny guy, you'd think he'd be able to do that, but he's just a wiry, strong kid. And
you don't look at you're not looking at a sophomore. You're looking at a very, very, very talented soccer player, and just it's gonna be insane next year to see what he becomes, because he's only gonna get faster, stronger. His ability's only gonna get better. He's gonna move into a central role. He's gonna lead in the back. It's gonna be fun to see.
And then next year, I think he's just going to be a powerhouse back there. Nobody's going to get by him. He's going to talk up the whole field. It's going to be really cool to see him.
So describing Zane, I would say he has a really high soccer IQ, just a very intelligent player. As a senior, it's nice to have the privilege of having not one, but two goalkeepers, outstanding goalkeepers.
Zane as a physical player, that's what I would go with, just physical, and not necessarily because he's a big guy. You look at him this year compared to last year, and he's come out and he's dedicated himself to being a bigger, faster, better, stronger soccer player, and he's done a great job pushing all of our players, not just our goalkeeper.
Every time he comes in, he gives 120%, 150%. He just doesn't quit. In that tournament, he came onto the field as a defender, and I don't think he lost one ball, and I don't think we got scored on since then.
Putting him as a defender, he's an intelligent, talented soccer player. There was no doubt in my mind that he'd be good at it, and he is, and we could even use him as a forward, and we have. And he's a competent player in that role. He knows what he's doing, and I look forward to having him on the field next year.
And to see Zane continue to make himself a better player and to try to find new roles to fit in while continuing his career as a goalkeeper, and just inspiring to see. I mean, we saw him at, I'm not sure what game it was, we put him in up top as a hold-up forward.
Just give him the ball.
I think he created 10 chances in 5 minutes. He's just a very, very talented player, and we're just really lucky to have him on the team. And if goalkeeper is not the position for him next year, there is definitely a spot on the field for him.
For Savion, I'd probably say super speed. He has the ability to break anybody's ankles, and if he doesn't have the ball, he gets to the ball, and he knows what to do with it.
Savion Boone, pure athleticism. That's the easiest way to describe him.
Every time he gets on the field, there's energy brought with him, and that's something you look for in a player.
Okay, so Savion, I call my little brother. He's like a little brother to me. He's an athlete. You don't see a lot of people with that kind of talent. Just his sheer athletic ability is pretty insane. We're just lucky to have him on the field.
He's got the touch for an 18-month player that's never played before.
Right position, right time. Just he's there. He wants to learn. He's just slowly getting the game. The confidence for practically only playing for 18 months and to go out there. And he saw us in some cases out there. Like, he's doing it.
Breaker, man.
Another coach come up to me and say that he has a pure soccer body. He's that lanky, incredibly fast, physical, strong guy, and he's going to excel at whatever sport he decides to put his mind to. But I truly think if he wanted to, he could easily play college soccer.
And so he's going to step up into an attacking role next year. He's going to be knocking in goals. He's going to be scaring the defenses constantly, just annoying and pestering them. This speed and his physicality, and just it's going to be a problem for defenses next year, other teams.
Tony, what can I say about Tony? I'd probably call him a big body. Like, we played together 7-8 years ago, and he played 2 age groups up, and you know, like, there would be some big guys, and he'd just go right through them. He'd dribble right past them, or he'd body them, you know, anything to help the team out.
And you respect somebody who can body somebody, right?
Oh yeah, anybody that can body is a friend of mine.
Okay.
I'd say 2 words, just pure talent. Just the kid is gifted, and it's insane. Me stepping up into a center midfield spot my sophomore year, I know how hard that is, and then to see him do it, not just do it, but excel in it, it was just pretty insane.
He's incredibly gifted for a player of his age and his size. You don't expect a kid like, I mean, you look at him and he looks like a middle schooler, but he plays like a 19-year-old in terms of his ability and his mind and what he wants to do, and even his leadership on the field.
I think as a sophomore, you know, moving into that attacking mid position and being able to make such a difference to the team at such a young age. Next year, I hope to see, you know, a leader role out of him, and he's already did that. You know, he's always talking.
You go get him, he's gonna get you back. You guarantee at some point. Not physically, he's gonna nutmeg you, he's gonna score on you, he's gonna do something, make you look silly. Remember, he dropped 2 players in a row one of the games. I just died. It was funny. It was really funny. And just, I think we play our best soccer when he's on the field. It was a win or lose situation, win or go home situation for us. At the time, it was my last game, that's how I saw it. With about 15 minutes left, I looked over and I saw Anthony on the bench. And I remember, I just looked over at coach, I said, 2, I need number 2 in the game. I need Anthony in. Yeah, I don't know if I can give my little brother one word. He's his own man, he's his own individual. Sheer confidence, the experience he brings to the field, game knowledge, soccer IQ, intelligence, athleticism, all of it, it's the entire package. He's a tank, he's quick, beautiful touch, beautiful passing, beautiful vision, competitor. Being his brother, I know there's nobody in the world that likes to win more than he does. So he brings a lot to the field.
Merrick's probably the most confident person I've ever met. You know, coming from the shadow of his brother, who's such an amazing player, and Merrick to like get out of that shadow and be his own image is pretty amazing.
Little brother definitely has a swagger. I agree with that. Just his confidence out there against kids my age, against me, doesn't matter who you are. He's gonna run through you.
Merrick, confident is a great way to put it. But my favorite Merrick moment this year actually wasn't anything like that. He came to practice, and then he came out and he said, "Coach, I'm just gonna work on my left foot because I know that's what I need to do to get better." He worked his left foot, I think, every day that week. This is kind of an eye-opening experience, I think, for him and for me with him, just to see he's starting to get what he needs to do in order to be a great player.
And he kind of sets that example as an underclassman, and hopefully like a captain next year and in future. So like, this is what I'm doing to make myself better, and this is what we can do to make ourselves equally better.
I can't wait to see what he's going to do next year. He's did a great job in every role we put him in this year. He didn't come off the field.
Yeah, I think he played all but 5 minutes this season, which is kind of an incredible feat for a sophomore. Not once did he ask. The reason he came off is I told Coach, I said, "Coach, he's been playing every single minute. We should rest him." Just this pure stamina and to keep up that level of playing every single minute of the season without any, I mean, it's just insane. I've made it clear to both of them that I believe they could play for any school in the state, 3A, 4A, 5, 6A, any school. I sincerely believe we have the best 2 goalkeepers in the league.
my heart. Now we're apart. Ain't that a shame? My tears fell like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame. I guess you are. Although I'll cry, ain't that a shame? My tears fell like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame.
I just wanted to be a family out there. I wanted everybody to feel like they belong, no matter their age or grade or skill level, playing ability. And so I just say, continue playing, play together as one team. Like the importance of teamwork and camaraderie in this sport and in this league is so important. Skill only takes you so far.
Put your flags up in the sky, and wave them side to side. Show the world where you're from, show the world we are one. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. One look
nosso. Quando eu chamo o mundo inteiro pra jogar é pra mostrar que eu posso. Torcer, chorar, sorrir, gritar. Não importa o resultado, vamos extravasar.
Now dance! Huh. You ain't dancing?
Willing to do whatever it is you ask him, yes sir, and then he'll run through a wall in order to do it. Okay.
Alex gives the most heart that I've seen. Everybody gives heart, but Alex, he hasn't finely tuned his skills because he's an athlete. He's not necessarily a soccer player, but
I mean, the kid's a workhorse. People sleep on his athletic ability, just out there, and his sheer physicality and speed. It's just so deceptive.
Yeah, he is. He's quick.
Yeah,
he's a fast guy.
And so you get on the field with him, you don't notice it. And it's just one of those things like Javi, it's just you don't expect it, and then it just happens. You just do anything for the team. I just love to see things like that.
And he's always been the same. He's that respectful guy that you mentioned, and he just works hard and is always doing what he needs to get better. And he always wants to know what he needs to do to get better. Even in the middle of games, he'll come over and ask you, you're like, dude, just go back and just play right now.
Yeah, that's the thing that stands out about him is if he thinks he's made a mistake or hurt the team in any way, he sure as hell makes up for it.
Yeah, he works just that much harder.
Yeah, he goes out there, he kills for the team, and just love to see guys out there like that.
But always asking questions to get better, always willing to do what he needed to get better. Like I said, he'll run through a wall for you as a coach. That's an incredible thing to have a player willing to do, because that just means they're that much more dedicated to their teammates and to you and to the program and to getting better. And Alex is one of those guys. Have a kid move in and immediately be able to plug him into a lineup is something we've been blessed with. Immediately, you could see he knew what he was doing in terms of tactics. He blocked guys off. He made great runs, and he had a good touch.
I mean, first off, he's just such a charismatic guy. He's just a little bit quiet, but you get to know him.
Yeah.
And just like, this dude's really chill. Like, I really like this guy. So I sized Nate up. I'm like, okay, looks like he could be strong and all this. And getting indoor, I remember getting the ball in the corner and just an elbow on my back and turning around, and there was the new kid, Nate. Just didn't care. It's his first day. He's the captain on the team. I don't care. I'm gonna go. And he took the ball away from me. I'm like, okay.
I remember I was like, oh, you're Nate. I was like, yeah, I'm Will. I play soccer. He's like, oh, cool. And then he didn't talk to me for the rest of the week. And then come soccer time, he was just all over me. And
made some big plays defensively. Stepped up when he got isolated out there. And what I really enjoyed about him is really all three of our defenders this year, but Nate in particular, he looked to pass a lot more. And towards the end of the year, we really started to utilize the three of them to help us play out of the back a little bit. Something we really needed, and he stepped up and he did a great job with it.
He's always so quiet, but like if you have the ball, you think you're wide open, and then Nate's just right there, and then he kicks the ball away. And when if there's a ball over his head, for sure he's coming back and getting it, and nobody's getting past him.
He wasn't willing, kind of like Caden said with the elbow in the back thing. He wasn't willing, he wasn't unwilling to body you. He wasn't afraid to do it. And, even in practices, he'd knock you around a little bit, and it was you like that out of an outside back. Somebody willing to push you around. You can never get around him. That was really cool.
A lot of the times you see the way people are outside of the field and in the field is the exact same person, and it's just. Nate's a highly respectful person. He brings that stigma into the game, but if you piss him off, he's gonna he's gonna hit you down.
Yeah,
he's a big boy.
Yeah,
so that's what I love about Nate.
Finn's an incredibly versatile player because he can play just about anywhere. I know he doesn't like to defend, but that was one of the biggest things I think he stepped up with this year was just his coming back as a forward and helping us win balls a little bit more. And he's going to have to be a leader next year. He's got the talent, he's got the skill, and I think he's got the desire to do it.
And off the field, he's got that fire in his eyes where if you kind of contradict him, he'll set you straight. And same thing on the soccer field. If he loses the ball, you can bet for sure he's getting the ball back.
I really like that about him. He uses that anger. It never really, not never, but it doesn't push him down a lot. He uses it to make himself better and uses it in the right way you want an athlete to show that he's not to be disrespected on the field. You need to respect his abilities, his skills, his passion for what he does.
Just a very talented player. I mean, what can you say about him? He just plays the game. He loves to play the game. He understands it. He's a nice kid, but he can be pretty nasty out there to the other team. Some of our best moments as the team is when he's playing well, when he's playing his best soccer, I would say. And I don't know, it's just been fun to play with him. It's been fun to play with him.
Yeah, when he's on his game, he's good.
Yes.
He's a great player.
Yeah.
Hunter is an interesting character because he's that kind of guy that just works really, really hard, but he's always chatting when he does it. And sometimes you get those guys that get distracted when they're doing that, and I think that just actually makes Hunter better. He did a great job as a defensive midfielder, and then when you slid him out on the wing, he's one of those guys we've kind of bounced around. He's kind of just that super versatile player that we can use anywhere.
I've never seen him not smiling. He's always, the energy he brings is just uncanny. You can't get that anywhere else. And in practice, he'll sing, and singing makes him better. And then he'll just keep on singing, and he makes practice fun.
Just his pure athletic ability. It's kind of frustrating sometimes. I remember doing fitness practice. Me and work just catch up to this kid, and it feels like he barely broke a sweat out there. But he pushed me in that sense.
And he's got a great shot. Actually, you see him take some free kicks or take some shots, and he's got a cannon on that leg. It's pretty crazy.
He's just ballsy. He does anything for the team. He hustles. He's fast. He's physical. If you piss him off, he's gonna hit you really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, but he also has the technical side there too. It's just being a workhorse in the middle. And honestly, the formation and the wins don't work without him not there.
I hope to see a leader role at 100. I mean, he had that this year, and every single time we were down, he knew what he had to do. He would tell other people to keep on working, and you can't find that everywhere. And props to him for being such a great guy and such a great leader on and off the field.
I would love to see Hunter step up into a leadership role next year. He's already a leader by example out there. He's just such fun to have out there on the field. Just enjoy playing with somebody, but then enjoying them as a person as well, and have laughs with them. And I have plenty of those over my career with Hunter Macklin.
Dylan's a workhorse. He's out at every practice. He didn't miss any time. Just worked hard all the time to get better at whatever it is that he's doing. He watches videos. He asks questions. He asks for extra practice time, and I think that's really evident with the way that he played this year. I thought he had an absolutely phenomenal season.
Shipman, I never played with Shipman, and I remember it would have been my sophomore year. I knew this kid who was tall, and his name was Zach. He was a keeper 2 years ago, and I said, "You should come out for soccer." One thing I didn't know that Dylan Shipman was also trying out, and he quickly became the freshman starter. And
I believe him to be one of the best goalkeepers, not only I've played with, but I've seen, and I sincerely do believe he's one of the best goalkeepers in the state.
Yeah.
His dedication and his leadership qualities, just to see him next year, the progression he's made from freshman to junior year, I think it's going to be even bigger in the next 12 months.
Yeah.
And the kid's going to be insane, and he can go anywhere with his abilities.
He makes me mad at warm-ups.
I mean, I can spend 30 minutes just describing his gameplay.
I've been ripping some shots, some knuckleballs that just move like this, and Dylan just parries them like they're nothing.
It started to become a rarity to see the ball go in the back of the net. And you saw it with every single team this year. Every single team. The coach thinks the ball is going in, the fans think the ball is going in. Dylan's the only one that knows the ball is not going in. He puts a lot on his shoulders.
Yeah, if the ball goes in, he's mad at himself, and we always try to say, don't be mad. Like, you're great. You've saved it 20 times. You say, no, but I could have saved that one.
I count a lot of our success over the past 3 years to Dylan's gameplay. That's easy, selflessness.
Yeah, selflessness and putting in your work to make yourself better for the team.
The ability to work as a team, not as individuals.
Yeah.
To just be yourself, contribute to a family, basically. It's a brotherhood out there, so
yeah,
selflessness goes a long ways.
It's one whole unit, not just 11 singular units.
Exactly.
Less conversation, a little more action. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more back, a little less fun, a little less fight, a little more spark. Oh, you can open up your heart and maybe satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Come on, baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on. 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 Don't procrastinate, don't articulate, girl, let's get playing. You just say the way to ride. Yeah, a little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more fight, a little less fun, a little less time, a little more spark. Shut your mouth, open up your heart, it'll satisfy me. It'll satisfy me. Baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on. 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 Don't procrastinate, don't articulate.
if you got it. We just wanna have some fun. If you don't wanna kiss this, everybody raise your hands. Come on, I need a witness. We got it going on. We'll be banging and singing just like the Rolling Stones. We're gonna shake up your souls. We're gonna rattle your bones. 'Cause we got it going on. Hey, yeah. You got a ticket to kick it. I wanna hear you scream now. Because tonight you got the right to let your hair down. You got the right to let your hair down. When everybody's getting down, we're getting down to business. Insane freak train, you don't wanna miss this. We got it going on. We'll be banging and singing just like the Rolling Stones. We're gonna shake up your souls. We come to rattle your bones. 'Cause we got it going on. Hey, yeah.
And now, a public service announcement from my country cousin. Big Kenny, talk to the people.
Brothers and sisters, we're here to come together as one and love everybody. Can I get an amen now?
We got it going on. We got it going on. We got it going on. We'll be banging and singing just like the Rolling Stones. We're gonna shake up your souls. We're gonna rattle your bones. We got it going on. Getting down with Big and Rich and Richie and John. Just banging and singing. Why don't you all come along? 'Cause we got it going on. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
And he's just an athlete. He's a really good kid. His knowledge of the game, actually. Again, he had never played before, really, other than very small soccer back when he was young stuff. But this year he was really asking a lot of questions about what it was we were trying to do tactically. And then he would go and ask questions or even answer experienced players' questions with his own knowledge, that was really neat. That was really neat. He's entertaining. He's entertaining to watch because he just works so hard all the time, and he has that kind of childlike enthusiasm because it's still new to him. He played an excellent game, and I actually told him, he was kind of joking along with me at the practice before, and he's like, "Oh, this is going to be my only start of the year," and I said, "Show me something," and that could change because as practices were going on throughout the year, he was really starting to step it up, and we were trying to look for that fourth defender that we could just kind of plug in. He really showed that he had earned his spot that night for sure. And I told him after that, I was like, you've done a great job. You're my fourth defender off the bench right now. If somebody gets hurt or we need another one, I have no problem plugging you in right now. We've got a couple chatty guys that just love to talk through practice, and he's one of them. But what I like about that is that he keeps it light. He's just a lighthearted guy and loves to enjoy himself and loves to have fun, and always had a nice little quip to kind of lighten the mood if we needed it. And, there were a couple of times where he kind of got out there on his own, exposed away from Trevor, away from Ethan and Hunter as his defensive mids, and just stood the guy up. Not only stood the guy up, but made the block, took the ball, and then made a pass afterwards. That's showing that he really knew what he was supposed to be doing at the time, and that he paid attention to what we were doing. He's just a bigger version of now than he was then. He hasn't changed much at all. He's a great kid, a very polite. He's become a key component. Mainly what I like about him is that he's just great with both feet. He can pass, he can dribble, and shoot even. But I was really happy with him this year. He had adjusted a little bit more to using his head. I think he was always kind of timid in that area. And this year we really needed him to do it, and he stepped up. And that's what he loves to do. He loves to do what's fun for him, which was soccer for a long time, which we were very thankful for. He works with the club and all that stuff, so he just really loves to do what he enjoys. Yeah. I would say a quiet confidence, actually. I always felt like he knew what he was doing, would take command when he absolutely needed to. Which was good. You don't have a lot of. Sometimes you'll see a soccer player kind of collapse into a shell in some tough moments, and I felt Trevor didn't really do that over his 4 years. Experience and just a knowledge of the game. He follows the game. He coaches the game with the little kids. He asks questions when he a lot, and you wouldn't think that. That's what I really like, because I'm a big questions guy. He'd come off and say, "Hey, do you want me to do this? Do you want me to do that?" I was doing this, is that what I should be doing? Which was really nice. He's always trying to improve himself and just be a better soccer player. I've had Ryan since middle school. He's, like I said earlier, he was one of those guys that we kind of plugged in when he was a freshman, and just keeps to himself for the most part, but he's a lot more confident than I think people give him credit for. He knows what he's doing. And he just goes about his business and just is a hard worker. I would say, first impression, if you put him out there at practice, he's a hard worker. He's definitely grown over the years. But some of the stuff he would pull off, you're like, well, I've never seen you do that in practice. Some of the moves he would do, he'd meg people, he'd do some turns around people or touches. And then one of the things that surprises me is he's got some cockiness to him, which I think is good, because it's not an arrogance, it's a confidence. It's more of a confidence, which I really enjoyed, especially with the Christian goal. After he made that pass to Caden, and Caden scored, and Ryan's just like, yes, me. And he did that a couple of times, because he knows he's good, and it's okay to show off when you've done it. So I like that. I did like that. He's an insanely hard worker. Really looks to his teammates and to help his teammates and find ways to help them be more successful. I've only experienced Ethan as a freshman through senior in high school, and he's a goon. I love that kid. He's just so free-spirited and goofy. We're gonna miss him next year. He's entertaining. Yeah. He's entertaining on the field. Very much a competitor. He's the kind of guy that you could see when he would do something bad, he'd get that fire in his eyes and he'd want to do better, and he would go out and just work his butt off to do better. He walked into freshman, and you're like, I don't think he said a word for about 3 months. And I don't know if that was me or him, but I've gotten to know him now, and he doesn't stop talking now. So he's kind of grown in that aspect. I think a lot of these guys are just that quiet confidence, just go about their business kind of guys. Ethan was always that kind of guy. He had a lot of friends on the team that were much more vocal and bigger personalities, I guess would be a good way to say it. And he just went about his business and got better and got better and got better. And Ethan's been known to get in some scraps, and he's I think always the first one to stand up for himself when he feels like he's being pushed around a little bit. He wasn't afraid to back down from a fight, and I think we've got some video evidence of that from a couple of games. Come out every year and be better. His strength of the team was definitely his speed. And his willingness to jump into those kind of scraps and really fight for a ball when he needed to, and he never gave up, and be willing to roll through guys if he needed to, and play some different positions. And he's got some quick feet. I'd like to see him salsa dance. I think that'd be really interesting. I think he'd be very good at it. But I think he was really more versatile in terms of being a passer and somebody who could win the ball first and then look to distribute, because he had those skills and that speed to do that. He's a special player. I've had Will for, what's it been now, 6 years. I would say out of all the players I've had, he's probably the one that I've seen the most emotional growth with. So that was probably that's definitely my favorite thing about Will. It's just like the kind of man he's become over the years. I've been incredibly impressed with him in that aspect. He's an incredibly talented foot skills player, but he's a really good soccer player. He is, and he deserves everything that he's gotten so far, and he's earned everything he's gotten. He's worked for it. He's done a great job with that. He did a great job of getting himself in positions. Oh yeah, he is absolutely a gamer. That's a great way to describe him. He is. He's this year, you could really see that fire in him. He wanted to succeed, and he did everything he could to make sure it was known to everyone around him that he was going to work his butt off to be successful. And I thought he did a great job of that this year. Able to put him up top, and he's an effective leader up there. He knows how to finish. Like you said, he's always in the right place at the right time, knows where to go with the ball. He's very into soccer, so he knows tactically what to do, understands game situations. Once he got into that defensive midfielder spot, it was just like watching a clinic when he would go up and just win headers, and not just win headers, but directionally play headers, whether it was to one of the guys on the outside or backwards or forwards into our attacking midfielders or sideways to the other defensive midfielder. It was always going somewhere he wanted it to go. A representative on the field, I had no hesitation about who I was going to give captain's band to. And Will had not only, in my mind, earned it, but showed everybody else why he deserved it, which was really cool. That was probably one of my favorite things with Will this year. It's just he's like, as soon as I handed it to him, he's like, I got you, I'll take care of it, and he did. He's a leader on the field, helping people go places. He was positive, showing with his ability, not just a vocal leader. He was a great example for the guys. He's smart. He's a smart player. I don't think I've known, maybe one other player that I've coached that's been as intelligent in soccer, sometimes even more so than I am. I've had a couple of players as a coach that I've gone to help me learn, and Caden has always been one of those, even since his freshman year. I've asked him questions about the game just to help me learn, and obviously we've been able to share our knowledge, and he's an incredibly intelligent soccer player. A pleasure to watch, because he gives everything he's got, and he enjoys it. Even in times when we weren't doing so hot, or he wasn't doing so hot, you could see that he was enjoying himself, even though he was working really, really hard. And a great leader on the field. He would find ways to make his teammates better. A star player always wants the ball, wants to get the goals, and Caden came up to me several times and was like, Coach, I don't care how we win, we're just going to win. Whether it's me passing, me being a decoy, me scoring goals, I don't care. We just need to win. And that's the mark of a true player, a great player in my opinion. Not every high school soccer player loves soccer as much as Caden does, but it's just nice to see his passion drive him to be successful, and I hope he continues that no matter what it is he chooses to do. His first reaction was to go down there and pick up his teammate, and that's what he does. And no matter if it was at practice or at a game, he was always there to help a teammate out if they needed it, and help them be better, help them be good people, calm them down, pick them up, whatever it was they needed, he was there. and he practiced the day before and was like, I'm going to play. And for him to get that first goal, to get us the lead, I don't know if you can hear it on the video or see me on the sideline, but I was almost crying after that. I was shouting, I was so excited for him just to get him back on the field and have him get that goal right away. Really, I think, in my mind, vindicated his hard work and his dedication to the guys. It's been really nice to have him around. I'm going to miss him.
Great times are coming down the boulevard, coming down your avenue. I can see it from above.
Hey, listen up. Hey, listen up. I've been here for 3 years. Every single year, some of this is off the fleet. After all the work that all of us put into, it's up to us seniors to lead you guys to win this game. But you guys work your ass off so you get on the field. Anybody gets on the field, you work your ass off. You have to win this game. I understand playoff picture right now, but I mean, it's our last time we're playing this field. It's emotional for us older guys. You guys know that for years, but we got to tell something. Pass that.
Play hard.
Play hard. Here we go.
I was Falcons on 3! 1, 2, 3, lock it! Go Falcons! Give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game, and together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now wave your flag, now wave your flag. Oh, 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 oh. Fire, give you reason, take you higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game, and together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now 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 wave your flag.
Appreciation I have to the coaching staff this year. The dedication out there every practice, every game, Saturdays, both assistants working on college schedule, working classes, and for them to be out here. I don't remember a time they were not out here. And just the love they had and the dedication and teaching all the guys. And me playing with them before, and they're good friends too. They seem like older brothers to me, so just really, really, really appreciate what they've done for me and for the guys and everybody this season. You don't see a lot of high school coaches and middle school coaches
So together.
at this level go to the extent that he does for his team. I mean, just...
And his parents too, going to every single game.
Yeah, exactly. Just you go out there
Brother.
and you shake hands with coaches after games, and you see the attitude they bring, the persona they have, and then you go and so our coach, he dresses up, he's respectful to the officials, to the players, opposing fans, our fans, other teams' coaches, everything. And to see him go out there and he's scouting other teams for us, and during school he's putting together practice plans. And in the off season, he's running off season camps and weight training and everything. And he does not only. Some coaches go out there and they tell you to do things.
They yell at you. Like coach,
He's
like,
with us when he's doing
teaches
those
you.
things.
Yeah, coach is running with us.
He tells us to go run 4 miles. He's running with us.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of coaches doing that. And when you see that, it's just inspiring.
Yeah,
Honestly,
definitely.
just see somebody go to that extent for the team.
Yeah,
I mean, you kind of owe it to them to give you everything they have. That's just my take on it.
Definitely.
So we've appreciated everything he's done for us.
Mm-hmm.
Selector.
This one goes out to you and yours. Worldwide, I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back from around the way. Seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I've been a lot of places all around the way. I seen a lot of joy and I seen a lot of pain, but I don't wanna write a love song for the world. I just wanna write a song about a boy and a girl. Junkies on the corner always calling my name, and the kids on the corner playing ghetto games. When I saw you getting down, girl, I hope it was you. And when I look into your eyes, I knew it was true. I said, hey, I'll be